So hi everyone, my name's Trudy from Educated by Nature. Welcome to Campfire Conversations, and today it's a bit of a different interview because I'm with my very special friend and mentor, Dr. Reverend Anna Killigrew, who's at Koora Retreat in the Western Woodlands. So thanks Anna for joining us via the internet. Can you show us a little bit of the woodlands?
Hi Trudy, yeah, sure. I'm which I have for cooking when I'm out in the bush, and we've got a little caravan here, which is a constructed environment, I know, but it's so nice to just be able to come 3 kilometres away through the bush down to this little tiny bit of woodland to spend some time.
I wanted to talk to you today because you're been amazing in my nature connection experience, and from a bigger point of view of just nature as well, but more personal growth and spirituality too. And I think what it is for me is that when I go out to Koora, and especially at the beginning, the wilderness is very removed to what we experience in the city. And so it strips back a whole heap of layers that we put on ourselves that I think we put on to protect ourselves. So it's taking us into a place where we're taking a protection away, makes us uncomfortable for a while as we confront what it is that are fears for us and challenges and what has power over us. So I was wanting to see if you could have a chat about what it is about the wilderness that does that, and a good mentor, of course.
Yeah. Thanks, Trudy, for the opportunity. I think that in the city, our lives are really constructed lives. We have spaces which are constructed, and even, the place behind you, the wilderness there, is a cultivated wilderness. It's planted by us, so it's in some way under our control. It's been cultivated and constructed. But when you come out into the wilderness, you're away from all of that. In the city, we have to be sort of go-getters, and our ego is totally involved in consuming and acquiring and being part of the culture, focusing down on less and less and knowing more and more about it. You come into the wilderness and none of that matters. There is an unconstructed environment and nothing has been cultivated or sown. It's just there. And so we can be just there as well. And as you say, at first it's really confronting because we're so used to having those filters on, those blinkers on, and our environment safely constructed for our own comfort and for the way that we work in, so that I am the sewage engineer and you are the horticulturalist. We all do our own little thing, but out in the bush, it's just present to us in the here and now, and so we can be in the here and now. I think that's how, once we get over that sense of fear of it, and I think at the beginning when people first come here, they want to acquire knowledge of the place, history of the place, the names of the plants. Sometimes they even want to pick up things that show that people have been here before, just to confirm to themselves that it's okay. But really, wilderness is unsown and uncultivated, unconstructed space. And eventually we have to relax and let go into that and just receive what it has to offer. And it has to offer a place in which we don't have to be driven by our ego. We can be who we truly are, our shadow side and our light side together, all as one part of us. And so that's our personal growth. As our horizons get expanded from the world that we construct, we can be receptive to what actually is around us and in us. I think that's how I think that's what actually happens. So we develop a relationship.
We put on so many roles and different hats, whether in our relationships and in our work life and in our friendship life, in the city areas, and in our daily lives wherever we are. That when we take off those roles and we no longer have those roles anymore, there is a time where you do feel lost for a while. Because you're so used to wearing that.
Yes, you do feel a bit naked, and sometimes people feel they have to get naked. So sense of, this is who I am without all of those layers, those facades, those masquerades, those masks that I have to wear to be part of that wider community in which I'm living.
And then once you truly know who you are, because you've released all that, then I think there's more openness to really feel at one and at home in the space where you are and in that wilderness space.
And it doesn't really care about your facades or masquerades. They don't work. You could be wearing as many gold rings and leather jackets as you like, but the bush doesn't care. It doesn't make any impression on it. So you get to a point of saying, well, how am I going to relate to this?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't want to relate to that facade, and you end up relating truly as you are, because it's truly as it is.
Thanks, Anna. I'm looking forward to bringing some teachers in October to a retreat, and I think helping shed the huge responsibility that teachers hold on to, and just spending time for themselves and for the new community that we build out in the wilderness, developing connections with each other. And
yes, well, you and I both, we've both been teachers, so I guess we know that weight.
Yeah. And the relief it is when you let go.
And the release, yes. Thanks for asking me those questions, Trudy.
Thanks, Anna. I look forward to seeing you soon.